Now I've been running the Enduro Sendero body, the stock RTR body, with a GMADE BOM cage for a while now. Hey guys, welcome back to Revolution X, and today we're going to look at some changes that I'm doing to my Enduro Sendero. The last time you saw me running this rig, my Sendero was running the RTR body as well as the GMADE BOM Rear cage. As you can see now, the RTR body is pretty beat up, it's well worn, and it's in need of changing. Let's see how the crawling at CDM has taken its toll. It's pretty much ripped up here up front, and I've even got cracks starting to form in the grill. So one thing to know about the Sendero RTR body is that it is really thin, or at least the initial batch was. The replacement body, or if you buy a clear body from Element RC, the Sendero clear body is actually a thicker polycarbonate Lexan than the RTR body. Well, at least the first batch of RTRs. I'm not sure if they changed the body since then, but the first batch of RTRs did have a thinner body. I've also taken off the rear cage. I really like the cage a lot, but I just wanted to try something different and try something a little bit lighter. This isn't that heavy by any means, but every little bit counts. I'm gonna switch up the rear by using a bed from IE-RC, and I'll put a link to these in the description below. And here are some shock keys, also from IE-RC. And along with the bed from IE-RC, I also have a head rack from IE-RC. So we'll take a look at what these look like. And this is the Shorty Bed. These are compatible with Axial SCX 10.2s and Element Enduros. I've decided to stick with the Enduro Sendero cab, so I ordered up a new Sendero body, and I painted it up, and here it is. It's basically Tamiya PS30 Brilliant Blue, Tamiya Black, which is PS5, and I believe Tamiya PS55, which is flat clear on top. So, look at it. I think it looks pretty nice. Nice change of pace with the color. And I think it's going to look good on there. Alright, so I'm going to start by removing all the wheels, and then we'll get to installing the IE-RC bed and shock keys right there. Alright, I'm ready to put these IE-RC shock keys onto the truck. So with these, I'm probably going to need some longer screws. So we'll be right back when I find some longer ones. The nice thing about these IE-RC shock towers is that it gives you plenty of options for shock mounting positions. Alright, we've got the IE-RC shock towers in place. Now it's time to move towards adding the bed. This is what's included in the IE-RC Shorty Bed kit. And these side rails are optional. You can use them or you can just leave them on the side. Alright, I'm going to be putting the IE-RC Shorty Bed together, and I will also be using an IE-RC head rack. And here are the side rails put onto the Shorty Bed. And it's time to move on to the head rack. And here's the completed IE-RC Shorty Bed with head rack. Alright, we're going to jump a little bit forward in time here because I forgot to take a video of this part before I mounted this bed onto the truck and had it running. So the Shorty Bed utilizes these holes right here to mount onto your chassis, and the instructions say to mount it onto one of the cross braces. Basically this cross brace right here. This Shorty Bed was originally made for the SCX-10-2, so they have a different cross brace. The instructions from IE-RC to mount it on an Element RC or Enduro suggests you mount it or drill holes in this cross brace in order to mount it. I have this cross brace upside down right now, and I'll explain to you later why. But the reason I didn't want to use drilled holes into this cross brace is because it has a support rib up here, and I think it would just hinder the structural integrity of this brace if I did drill holes into it. So what I did come up with is a mount. So here is the mount I created. Basically it's just a aluminum sheet that just wraps around the frame. I wedged it in between these shock towers right here. As you can see here. And I drilled the necessary holes in order to mount it. Right there. And you can see the holes I drilled in order to mount this. And it's been fairly stable, really stable actually. And I think, you know, creating a plate like this to mount that Shorty Bed is much better than drilling holes through the cross brace. This aluminum sheet here, you can get it for 55 cents at Home Depot. Right here, this is the aluminum sheet, 55 cents. Get some nice tin snips, and you're pretty much good to go. So that's how I mounted on the IE-RC Shorty Bed. Basically, screws there. Use lock nuts and screws to mount it on. And we'll jump back in time to a prior video I shot to see the finished product. Okay, you can see here how I mounted it up. The screws are there with the lock nuts underneath. So as you can see here, I am now running an IE-RC Shorty Bed, and it's got nice clearance in the rear. The tires should come up right about here, and I'll put the tires on later for you to take a look. I also got the IE-RC shock keys, and it gives you plenty of different mounting positions for your rear shocks. I will put a link to both the IE-RC Shorty Bed for the SCX-10-2 or Enduro in the description below, as well as the IE-RC shock keys, and I'll also put those in the description below. So I replaced the RTR body with a brand new Sendero clear body. You can see here that I've changed the mounting system to use magnets and up on the body post. I will put a link to these magnets in the description below. And you'll see here that I am mounting the rear of the cab with Velcro. And that's just to keep everything in place. So, sorry to keep you waiting, but here is the final look at the replacement body. This is the Enduro clear body. It is a thicker polycarbonate than the RTR body. I've painted it here with Tamiya PS5 black as well as Tamiya PS30 brilliant blue, and Tamiya's 55 flat clear over the top of it all to give it that flat look. Here up here I have the Proline Overland roof rack, and that's this right here. So up here we have the Proline Overland roof rack, and I think it gives it a nice touch to the top of the Sendero body or cab, and it gives it a nice balance over there. And you can see how the Shorty Bed kind of fits. So here is the new setup for my Enduro Sendero. Once again, it's the IE-RC Shorty Bed with the Sendero clear body as well as the Proline Overland roof rack. And I'll be right back with the tires mounted. Alright, here is the new look of my Enduro Sendero with the wheels and tires mounted. It's got a nice aggressive look to it, and you can see how much clearance there is here in the rear. So you can see like the approach angles for the rear should be really nice because they kind of line up with the rear tires. They also clear the suspension movement in the rear as well, so that's really nice. And I think it's going to perform really well on the rocks, so I can't wait to see what it does. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for running videos for this new setup.